he comes, all bundled up.
Yukon Cornelius.
Mr. Tom Brady. Last week he had that awesome gray jacket on.
Got that Kim Jones hat on.
This week, I know. I like that. I need a jacket like that. Looks warm. Exactly.
Very warm right there with all the pockets.
Tom Brady got a lot of bags.
This week, went right to the locker room.
Well, it's cold.
Yeah, he's staying bundled right there. So earlier we asked you guys which AFC team could knock off the Patriots in the playoffs. Mace says the Jaguars. That defense is huge, a huge threat, obviously, but the Steelers are my pick for the upset. Why? First round bye, experience, and vengeance are factors. Probably more so than any statistic. Jessica says the Chiefs got them once, and they have the confidence to do it again.
Mike says those were two different teams.
Yes, I would agree.
They were.
Yeah,
I
know. So here's the poll winners here. Which team can knock off the Patriots in the AFC playoffs?
Ravens' number should be higher because they've gone to Foxborough and done it before. So maybe they've got the confidence to do it.
That's right.
Not saying they're going to do it.
I thought we were voting who's going to break up the AFC Patriots.
Don't go anywhere, guys. Our New Year's Eve edition of Game Day Morning continues at the top of the hour. Is that Kurt out there already? He's always the first guy out there. Kurt Warner and the whole gang. They will be with you for 4 more hours coming up. All
right, the payoff of who's winning today, and we're going to start by looking at, well, just how cold it is for James Palmer down there in Miami Gardens, Florida. I think he's going to be okay. The rest of our crew, not so sure about. Hang in there to see if they do survive. All right, the games we agree on, you know, everybody thinks the Eagles are going to pull this one out. Green Bay, Detroit, everybody on Detroit. Where's that Giants game? Do we have more? Do we have, anyway, there it is. All right, Giants, everybody took the Redskins. Real quick on the Giants. Dave Gettleman said at his opening press conference he had not yet met Odell Beckham. I am told that lasted about 5 minutes. He left his post-game, his press conference. He's walking to practice. He looks in the weight room. He sees Odell Beckham and says, let me go introduce myself. They talked for 2 minutes. Gettleman did not hand him a giant bag of money, so we'll see about that going forward.
It's coming, though.
I know it is. More to come on that. We'll talk about that.
That would be cool if he walked around with a giant bag of money.
Your GM has met your #1 player, Giants fans. Okay, where are we here? Jaguars, Titans. Steve, what do you got?
I got the Jaguars. I think this is a statement game for them. This is to show everybody. Last week was a fluke. We are here to stay, and we're going to go into the playoffs with some momentum and bashing heads.
I like the Jacksonville Jaguars also, but I do think the Tennessee Titans will put up a good fight. I look to see Derrick Henry. I think he will get over 100 yards, but I think at the end of the day, the Jacksonville Jaguars get a win.
Jaguars take care of business today. They don't want to run back this matchup next
well, matchup number 3.
No way. No. And look, Keelan Cole, guys, he's been balling lately.
He's been
have another big game today. That's right. I dropped it.
Ravens safety Eric Weddle painted his beard white for Santa Claus last week. Done it twice in his career, 2-0. Said he might do it this week. Only problem is he sweats during the game.
Okay.
Starts inhaling those fumes. That's not what you want. Steve, what you got on this game?
So I have the Baltimore Ravens. Here's the other thing too, though. You got to be careful. A.J. Green for the last few years, this last game, he has been Houdini. Cover him, please. Cover him with another corner, safety, linebacker, even Sis. Have Sis press him at the line of scrimmage.
I got the Baltimore Ravens. They're just the better team.
The Ravens, Joe Flacco, Alex Collins, they're going to bloom into a playoff butterfly today.
Ooh.
Panthers, Falcons. I think the Falcons are getting the playoffs. Do you, Steve?
I do not think the Falcons get to the playoffs. Also, Cam Newton does not want to lose another game in his hometown. They will not make the playoffs. And Craig, you have lost. You didn't believe into that. Don't believe it.
Y'all are crazy, man. I got the Carolina Panthers also. Again, better team. I think they make this a physical fight and win it at the line of scrimmage.
Who you going with? Who you going with?
I got the Falcons in this one. That's right.
I'm 2 games.
Oh, you say that. I'm the leader here. Listen, I think Julio Jones and Matt Ryan are going to go after that Carolina secondary because Jameis Winston did it last week. Listen, the Bucs were the better team last week. They outgained them and everything. So I think they did not win.
Oh,
that's because Cam Newton just pulled out heroics at the very end of the game. He was lucky on that one. That's it. We're done. Everybody have a very safe and happy New Year's Eve.
New Year.
Thanks for watching. And now we send it out to the West Coast with Rich Eisen and the whole Game Day Morning gang. Hey, guys.
Thank you. Happy New Year to you all. there.
Thank you.
The NFL, you got it from NFL Films, and we're all out here in Los Angeles. And we all had an interesting week. Steve is wearing a skinny tie today. We all noticed that. That's great.
Steve.
Does this make me look skinnier?
I think so. It's very slimming on you. Very slimming. Kurt had a week that one would call pitch perfect.
Ooh, I like what you did there, Rich.
Let's segue into Brenda.
Wait a minute.
I'm glad to
Out
start there. That was a sneak attack.
Dancing to, what is this, the end of Pitch Perfect 1? Or
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
very good.
It's hard not to dance today. Come on.
Hey, look.
Love it.
I love the films too. You said that you didn't want to lose your man card, as you tweeted out, like a giddy school girl about going to Pitch Perfect. Okay.
All right.
Elizabeth
There you go.
Banks
See?
responded.
Man
Of all
card is
people.
strong.
Elizabeth Banks.
Thank you, Miss Banks. I
Yes,
appreciate
indeed.
it.
She's rooting for her Patriots later on today. Now, how was you? How was you?
I love those movies.
Okay.
You guys love those movies?
Okay.
I appreciate talent that I don't have. So singing and dancing is a talent I don't have. So I give it a big 13 thumbs up. We're
Okay.
going 13 thumbs up. Go see it. Yeah.
13.
Oh, wow. We got
graphically supported.
All right.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Now I know why you lost Dancing with the Stars.
Oh, really?
Wow.
Why you got to take shots at me, Moose? Jeez.
It's the last week of the regular season. Week 17. We've got our playoff game faces on already. Go.
Week 17.
Oh, yeah. Look how Tom Brady's arriving for work.
Oh, man.
It
You got
is
the parka.
It is freezing cold. It is brutally freezing cold on the last day of 2017 and the 2017 regular season. The Patriots won a home win against the Jets away from clinching the 1 seed. Meanwhile, in Pittsburgh, that's the scene with the Browns trying to avoid an 0-16 season against this Steelers team that is reportedly resting pretty much every single starter that they have. Atlanta inside this beautiful new building.
They don't
if
lose.
the Falcons win, they are in. The Seahawks are out. If they lose and the Seahawks beat Arizona at the same time, then Seattle is in the playoffs as the Ravens are in a win-and-in scenario in the AFC. The Cowboys playing out the string after losing to Seattle last week. That Carolina-Atlanta game is pretty much all the marbles in the NFC, with Seattle taking on Arizona at the same time. Meanwhile, Tennessee has a win-and-in scenario against Jacksonville, while you've got the Rams trying to play for seeding. You've got the Saints doing the same. You've got the Chargers looking at the scoreboard, hoping one of the teams that are in win-and-in scenario slip it up. James Palmer, as you could see,
He's just rubbing it in.
rubbing it in. Bottom line is you can see who's indoors and who's not based on how freezing they look, but we're still going to make sure that they tell us how cold it is. It is brutal for some of our outstanding reporters in the field today. So, again, the Ravens and the Titans have a win-and-in scenario. The Chargers need a win and the Titans and Bills to lose, or the Titans lose and the Ravens win. We don't have the time to explain it, other than the fact that, trust us, the Bills need a win and to get some help as well. While it's very simple in the NFC. The Falcons win, they're in, and the Seahawks win while the Falcons lose, they're in. That's it.
That's it?
All of the teams that have been on the outside looking in, like Green Bay and Dallas and Detroit for weeks, they are out entering week number 17. I need a Sunday storyline from you, Steve Mariucci.
This is my storyline, and I'm sticking to it, Rich. How about this guy, Russell Wilson, up there in Seattle, all right? You just mentioned their scenario. If they win and then Atlanta loses, they're in. It would be the 6th playoff appearance for Russell Wilson and his Seattle Seahawks. That's amazing. In fact, he's the first quarterback ever for 10-plus wins in his first 6 seasons as a pro. Fantastic. He's got more touchdowns responsible than anybody in the league. I don't know if he can win the MVP, but this is a one-man band now. He's responsible for 97% of their touchdowns. Russell Wilson, man, is really something.
By the way, that's not an exaggeration.
97% of the
exact number.
At the same time, as you're saying that, you're showing this play where he makes professional
athletes, football players. Look like it's like Little League football.
It's
just
been
incredible.
crazy. Yeah.
It is incredible. Well, for me, there's only been one team in the history of the NFL, one team ever? That has gone from 0-4 to the playoffs, and that was the 1992 San Diego Chargers 25 years ago. Yet today, the Los Angeles Chargers have a chance to do just that. After starting 0-4 with a win today, and we saw right there, Rich, break it down, a couple of different things happened. They could find themselves in the playoffs as only the second team in NFL history. Are they the same team, Chargers?
They're new guys.
The Chargers in L.A. would find themselves in the playoffs after an 0-4 start. That would be incredible and a fun way to finish up the season.
Yeah, Phillip Rivers talked about that. He said we want to be like that team. You know, but here, guys, for me, I can't believe we're bearing the lead here, because the lead is truly about Atlanta in the game that they're going to have to play. Did they really collapse after that collapse in the Super Bowl and did make the playoffs? That's really the lead. But we'll talk about that throughout the show, so have plenty of time to talk about that. But I want to give love to the NFL. I mean, kudos to the NFL for setting up the schedule the way they do. The games that have implications are played at the same time, so we get to watch as much as we can in Week 17 games that mean something.
All division games.
I love that. Also, I have to give kudos to Troy Vincent and his Wisconsin Badgers for winning the game. You know, when Troy called me yesterday while we were in meetings, Troy called me and we placed a little bet on there. And I could see I had a missed call from a no-call ID. That's usually either Troy Vincent or Jerry Jones. So I'm sure that's Troy getting his love.
Yeah, Arkansas, I don't think we're talking about Arkansas football today. But I thought in terms of taking chains away,
did you see that
as well?
Did you see that?
No. What I'm talking about is your picks leader chain.
Oh, no,
you're up by 3. So the question is how will I take it? Will I take it like Wisconsin or Aqib Talib? What role am I playing? What role am I playing?
Okay, now.
What role am I playing over the next 4 hours is all
this
I'm
chain
saying.
Is unbreakable.
Okay, so Tiffany Blackman is inside the Mercedes-Benz Stadium, where it is a win-win scenario for the defending NFC champs. Take it away, Tiffany.
That's right, Rich. Win and they're in. They don't have to depend on anyone else to control their own destiny. Quarterback Matt Ryan, he said, we believe and we know we are capable of playing our best football. We just have to go out and do it. Now to Tom Pelissero in Baltimore.
Tiffany, it is a cold one here in Baltimore, where the Ravens are in the playoffs with a win over the Bengals or a loss by the Bills or the Titans. What's the Bengals' motivation? Trying to keep their division rivals out of the playoffs. As receiver A.J. Green told me, if we're not going to make it, they're not going to make it. Let's go to Stacey Dales in Nashville.
Hey, Tom, it's a cold one here as well in Nashville.